All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mason and I's show, which, we don't know the name yet.
But it's right there.
Yeah.
You see that?
Right up here.
Up there.
All right.
Yeah.
That works.
Cool.
So,
we can do that later if we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. According to our agenda for today,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like we have some news to read.
Oh, we have some news.
Yes, so I see that you prepped your article right
Yes,
here.
I
So
do.
why don't you tell me what that's all about?
My article?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a woman sees a naked man in her home, and he stopped to try on her clothes.
Do you know where this was?
Yeah. Florida.
That's the one place it would be.
Of course.
So, what would you do if you saw a naked man in your house, for one?
Oh. I'd get naked too.
Well, when the man tries to put on your clothes, what are you gonna do at that point?
Well, it depends. Is he my size? Because if he's like he's like a larger man, I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna fit, broski. Here's a large shirt. I assist him in it, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
So
he's obviously in my house because he's like probably financially like lower, and I'm just like, want to help a brother out, you know.
But what do you do in this woman's case where she's 82 years old and she might be in potential danger? He could be drunk or something. What do you do? Because she called 911 and went to her son-in-law's house.
I think she's too old to deal with this, and she should just like go in a bunker and never see the day of
Light of day
again.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, that's a bit mean. What did Grandma ever do to you?
I mean, make me some better food next time, Grandma.
Hey, wait.
No, I love my grandma.
Didn't you have the one grandma who had
who had Alzheimer's? Yeah. Do you want me to share a story about that?
I mean, sure. Why not?
Before she died, she had like insane Alzheimer's. It was crazy town, and she like forgot our names, like regularly, like as you do. But she forgot like her son's name. But she knew what pigs in a blanket were. You know pigs in a blanket? If you don't, my grandma does.
Well, what about that one fiasco with your sister?
Oh, my sister that I don't have. Yeah, so she leans over to my brother and while we were walking on the beach and was like, "Where's your sister?" And it's like, I'm like, do I be like, "Oh, we don't have a sister"? And then my brother goes, "She's at home." And then just keeps on walking. Hydrated? Good.
My grandma sucks ass.
Why does she suck ass?
Well, it depends. Which grandma is it? I mean, you have the grandma on my dad's side who doesn't talk to me anymore because my dad's dead.
Ooh.
Then you have the grandma on my mom's side who thinks she's way better than everyone. But we still love her. We still love her, but she grew up in a weird situation, so she's kind of just a bit
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit tough. Well, is that all we have about the woman who found the naked man in her home?
It's interesting. She's 82, I believe. That means that, like those weird, like white, like underwear that they wear? That means the man was like, "Huh!
Grandma panties.
Grandma! I think you got some nice fashion sense. And it's probably comfortable too." And he was like, "I gotta try this on. My grandma wore it when I was growing up. I gotta know. Because my grandma wouldn't allow it." And so...
I mean, if you think about it, he was probably drunk to the point where he had, like, the human functionality of, like, a rock.
So you... Oh.
Moving on. I have my news article
here.
here.
He has his story.
This one's fun.
Okay.
So essentially what happens in my story is...
You want to tell it?
A Minnesota man has offered an apology to his prominently African-American neighborhood for hanging black piñatas in front of his house, which he claims he was just hanging there to dry, but they were there in front of the whole neighborhood to see black people just hanging. Assuming that they mentioned the fact that it was in a prominently African-American neighborhood, you can only assume that this guy was white.
Yeah.
Or seeing as it's piñata, I mean, it could be a Mexican, but I'm not sure. I mean, cultural appropriation, but...
Maybe he could be a white Mexican man. You never know. It's 2018.
Yeah, I think you're about right. But this article really resonates with me because I had a very traumatizing experience with piñatas.
Sí, señor, yo soy de rancho, soy de botas y a caballo. Soy nacido y criado en el monte, en barrancos y brechas, me la he navegado, el olor a ganado, costales de mota, el cantar de los gallos. Con frijoles de agua y sal, mis padres me dieron crianza. No ocupé más de un buen catre y una cobijona para las heladas. Y cuando ajustaba el calorón macizo, en el río me bañaba. Pero también me gustan las marcas, vestirme a la moda, comprar buenos carros. Y aunque mi dinero sea ranchero, equivale lo mismo, no me lo he robado. Los perros forrados de la mota en greña, costales llenando. Para toda la prueba de rancho, pariente. En un racer o a caballo o una troca ganadera, depende cuál sea el motivo, el negocio la habré hecho por la carretera. Y si ando enfiestado, no más con plebitas, la Gemi me espera. La Virgen de Guadalupe y un San Judas en el pecho. Es cierto que soy creyente y aunque estoy muy...
Alright, now that we're done with that flashback, that tragic memory.
More news!
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have an article you want to present first?
Yes.
Okay.
So this segment is old news, so I actually have an article prepared right here. So 13 years ago, Michael Jackson was cleared of just about 5 different criminal charges involving child molestation, attempted child molestation, conspiracy charges, as well as multiple counts of providing alcohol to minors. But it has no relevance now, seeing as Michael Jackson is dead as a doornail.
Okay, in other news, so 16 years ago today, let me tell you. So, Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears had just broken up. Okay, hear me out. Okay, so they had just broken up, and Timberlake started feeling like I'm never going to be able to get out of the shadow of this breakup and of Britney Spears. Okay, right? You feel me? Okay, so let me pull up a
quote. Women seem to have a high opinion of Timberlake. I mean, look at him. That's actually President Well. He's often compared to Michael Jackson. Something about Pharrell Williams. Okay, so he's never able to...
Wait, you're not paying attention?
I had a burst of creativity, and I was totally listening, but I thought of a story.
No.
And...
Okay. Is it better than Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears?
I mean, I think it is. It's a children's story.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Let's hear it.
it's a story of friendship, and it's called
Peanut Butter Jelly Pals. Once upon a time, there was a peanut butter boy. He was very sad. He had no friends, and he walked around all the time, lonely and crying and wailing in despair. He felt completely unloved, alone, and rejected. He would do his daily exercise alone, amongst many other things. Poor peanut butter boy. Look how lonely he is, if only he had a friend. Ooh, jelly boy. He was a lonely boy too. No one loved him. His only friend Jam had died on him. He hated himself for letting Jam die that way. But there was hope! Not only for Jelly Boy, but Peanut Butter Boy too! It was an instant friendship from the moment they saw each other. They knew that the only way to greet each other was with a tender hug. Aw, look how happy they are. And they fell in love. The end.
Alright, I think that story might have sounded a little bit better on paper than it did in practice.
Maybe. Yeah.
Alright, well, that was a productive video.
Yeah, gotta say.
Hey, do you guys want something to eat?
Oh yeah, sure.
What'd you make?
What'd you make? Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, sure. Just.
Yeah, I don't think I'm so hungry actually.
I'll give it a shot.
Alright, and we can cut it there.
Cut it at the bomb.
Yeah. We got a little bit of jokes for you here at the end. So the joke is, what is the difference between peanut butter and jam? I'll leave you to find the answer. Good day.